Hence, okay, with this video, we can conclude that natural phenomena are regarding the light, that is scattering of light. The last topic in your syllabus is scattering of light. Okay, so here scattering of light. So this is a very interesting and naturally observable phenomena in atmosphere where the light can be travel. What is scattering? After discussion of one or two examples, we can define what is a scattering of light. Okay, so in this, if you see, let it be here you have the solar light or sun. You can be having, let it be, this is from sun. You can observe to be get the radiations like this, that is light. So in this light you can have, and somewhere you can be having it is some earth surface. Here you have, this one is a earth, this is center of the earth, let it be. So here this is the light rays coming from sun, and in this all wavelengths of light exist. And here what I drawn here, this straight line up to this, from the surface of the earth we have the atmosphere up to here, and after this there is no atmosphere. We can call it as a vacuum. You can observe vacuum here. Here you can be having the particles, that is atmosphere is exist here. Atmosphere exist. Okay, so here this atmosphere exist means there you can be observed to be having the particles are present. Particles are present. So these particles makes the light energy. The light energy can be redistributed or rearranged. The energy of light can be redistributed. The intensity of light can be varied. Okay, so according to the particles present in the atmosphere, generally you can be having the in atmosphere what you can be observed, particles, dust particles, or maybe that is water droplets or dust particles, or maybe gases, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. So these gases also present in atmosphere, right? So these gases are having the sizes are very small compared to the dust particles. With the effect of the dust particles, so with the effect of these small sized particles, the energy of light can be rearranged or redistributed. So because of that, you can be observed to be the colored light can be deviated or distributed in different directions. So here this light can be travel straight up. Here in vacuum there is a no air or no particle you can be observed. No particle. And because of that, here you can be observed no scattering. No particle, no scattering. So here if a person is present, he can be see the light, only white light he can be observed. Only white light. Suppose if the same person is standing on the surface of the earth where the atmosphere exists, particles are present, there he can observe to see the colored light. So depends upon the sun is locating. Suppose here the sun is locating, that means exactly perpendicular. That is, you can call it as a noon, afternoon, right? So this is morning, or you can write rises, sun rises. Here it is sunset. So during these, this person can be observed when the sun is starting, that is rising, when we are getting the solar radiations from the sun initially after night over, right? That is sunrises. During that sunrises, what you can be observed? During that sunrises, you can be observed to be looks the sky is a reddish or orange, right? Or sometimes yellow, little bit yellow. So we can be observed the color of that atmosphere or that sky will be looks like reddish. So here reddish, here also reddish, but at noon at noon you can be observed to be having there is white looks, or maybe it will be looks like a blue, little bit of blue, or maybe it will be looks like white. Why it is looks the sun can be, or the atmosphere can be looks like here it is a reddish, here it is a reddish, here it will be having only which one it is white. Why it is happening, right? So because here the distance, if you observe the distance traveled by this light from the sun to the this atmosphere onto the surface of the earth, the shortest one is at noon, that is at afternoon you can be observed shortest distance. So shortest distance there, the this distance if you observe it is very small compared to this distance. So when these light rays are traveled in the medium, the scattering will be takes place more and more with related to the more and more related to the particles in the medium in the atmosphere, that is in VIBGR. In a VIBGR you can be observed in VIBGR. So these are violet, indigo, blue. These colors are large or more scattering, that is spreading of these colors can be observed for it is a very small sized particles like a nitrogen, hydrogen, etc. And these will be you can be observed for very less for you can be observed to be get a larger particles, that is you can be having it is a less, and where there is a particles like a dust particles, or maybe these are droplets, water drops in atmosphere. So because of these dust particles and water droplets and these oxygen or maybe nitrogen, hydrogen which are present in the atmosphere makes the spreading of light into the different directions. The spreading of light into the different directions. Okay, right. So here the spreading of light can be predominant or dominant for smaller particles where you can be observed these VIB, violet, indigo, blue will be more spread in that atmosphere where that smaller particles are interact with the light. Okay, so when this spreading, that means here this part where you can be observed the distance is more, the spreading of that light in all directions, which colors? These are up to the blue, it will be more and more it can be observed to be get the spreading. So remaining can be exist or dominating which color? Here GYOR, that is green, yellow, orange, red. So among these the dominating color is a red color. So because of that it will be looks like the sky will be observed to be looks like a reddish or orange or yellow at a time of sunrises or at the time of sunset because of scattering of light. Because of scattering of light. And at the afternoon time when you see the sky it will be looks like white where you can be observed this scattering can be takes place but within the small distance. That means small scattering of these colors will be takes place. Blue, indigo, violet and all colors are made scattering for small distance so that the scattering cannot be makes that disappearing of these colors. All colors are existing and combiningly we can be looks like it is white color. Okay, so that is what you can be observed. So here what is the scattering of light? By this simple analysis or observation of during the rises, during the sunsetting or during the afternoon, what you can be see the sky, why it will be looks like blue, or you can be observed to be the sky looks blue, or maybe the water bodies ocean also looks bluish color. So why it is happening? Why the sky is blue? The sky is blue because of the scattering of light can be takes place more and more for bluish color. So more light is spreading from the light rays or solar rays coming from the sun, in that the more and more spreading of which one it is with related to the blue color, so that everything is that is a sky or maybe it is a the water bodies they'll be looks like a or observed like a sky or water bodies, they are in bluish color. Correct? Why these are observed to be getting bluish color? Because of only the phenomena which is scattering of light. Why it is a blue? Why not others? Other colors also made to be spreading, but they are not having the predominant they are not dominating. They, in that all colors, the dominating one is the bluish color. So that will be observed to be the water bodies, or the sky will be looks blue, right? Generally. But if it is specifying the time during the sunrises, during the sunset, you can be observed it will be reddish color, right? Or maybe orange, partially orange also you can be observed. Reddish, orange, reddish you can be observed during the sun rises and sun setting. And at afternoon it will be looks like white. The sky will be looks like white, right? Why it is? It is consisting of all colors, so that it will be having the white color. White color means in that all colors are existing combiningly, we can be looks like it is white. So that is here what we have observation. Okay, so then how you can be define this one? Scattering of light. The phenomenon of light, the process of light, where the spreading of light can be takes place when it interact with the particles of given medium. When it is interact with the particles of given medium, you can be see that there is the spreading of light can be observed. That spreading of light with interaction of particles of a medium is called as a scattering of light. Okay, right? Spreading, simply you remember spreading of light, when that light made interaction with particles of medium is called as a scattering of light. Okay, so here the definition I will give you, or I can write on the board, you can see here. So here this definition you can write the process of spreading of light. The process of spreading of light, spreading of light when light interacts with particles of the medium, is called scattering, of light, is called scattering of light. Okay, so further scattering of light, this is an example, easily we can be observed, we can be see, right? And also another simple observation, that is formation of rainbow also during that rainfall. After that, after rain just started or just completed, and thereafter if you see that solar radiation is coming from the sun towards the atmosphere, there you can be see all these VIBGR, that is rainbow formation, isn't it? Rainbow formation, right? All colors you can be get, that is violet to red. So that is a spreading of light can be takes place because of, in that what you can be having, the droplet, water droplets are existing in the nature, in the atmosphere. In the atmosphere, the water droplets, okay, that is a dew is present. Because of that, you can be having that spreading of light can be takes place, and the colored light VIBGR can be formed. That is nothing but rainbow formation, isn't it? So rainbow formation is due to which one? Due to the scattering of light, okay. So this is another example or another observation. The questions will be asked like this: why sky looks blue? Why sky looks blue? That is one question. And another one is, explain, during the sunrises and sunsetting, the sky looks like reddish. The sun looks like it will be that is atmosphere or sky. Sky looks like a reddish. Why? Same reason, right? Okay. And also you can be observed in this, the scattering of light or the spreading of light easily observed during the sunrises or sun setting. If it is coming from a small part of opening, let it be from window or from the doors, when they are opened, if the solar radiation is getting into the house, easily you can be identify there is a path of light. There is a path of light we can be see. So how we can be see? In other cases or in outside, we cannot be see the path of light, right? but we can be see the path of light within the house when it is that rays are coming from a small portion of opening. Maybe it is a window, or maybe it is from doors, or maybe from any opening, any glass, which will be gives you some light into the houses. There you can be observe the path of light. So that path of light we are observing here, but we are not observing outside of the house. Why? Outside of the house also we can be observed, provided if the light is made confined to particular region. So within the houses we can be see that path of light we can be identified, right? So this identification of path of light is takes place only in the presence of particles present in the medium. So when the light is coming, we can be see the path of light. We can be see the path of light, where you can be observed the particles, the colloidal particles we can be called. Colloidal particles are makes to observe the path of light. So that observation done by a scientist, his name is John Tyndall. John, John, John Tyndall, Tyndal. So John Tyndall observed this path of light where it is propagating through the colloidal particles. The identification of path of light can be done. So that process, or that scattering of light or the spreading of light in the presence of these colloidal particles, we can identify the path of light. That identification is called as a Tyndall effect. What is that? Tyndall effect. Because of that is observation done by that scientist only. So because of that scientist name, we can be give that process is called as a Tyndall effect. So another question it is asking regularly, what is the Tyndall effect? What is Tyndall effect? So Tyndall effect is nothing but scattering of light only in the presence of colloidal particles. That's all. The spreading of light in the presence of colloidal particles. The spreading of light in the presence of colloidal particles. So here Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect. So what is the Tyndall effect? So here Tyndall effect is nothing but just it is spreading of light or scattering of light. Spreading of light or scattering of light in the presence of colloidal particles where the path of light can be identified. Where the path of light can be identified is called as Tyndall effect. Right? So here the process of scattering of light the process of scattering of light in the presence of colloidal particles in the presence of colloidal particles to identify path of light to identify path of light is called Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect. Right? So this is the definition for this one, that is the Tyndall effect. So whenever a light is coming from window, we can be observed to be having the path of light where the particles also we can be observed. So because of that colloidal particles only we can be see the path of light. Okay, so that is what it is called as a Tyndall effect. Suppose if you are having a glass of pure water, so in this you can be having here water. So if a white light passes from it, so we can be see here it is light, and after this water again we can be see the light here. So here within this we cannot be see the path of light. But if you add, this is a pure water, this is water, only water. So particles are there, but here it will not be show. because here these water molecules are not a colloidal molecule, colloidal particles. Within this, if you add milk, some milk you add into this, milk and water, they will be become as a colloidal solution. And within that colloidal solution, again you send this light from this glass, that is glass material. So here you can be see the path of light. So here the mixture of water and milk, that is colloidal solution is there. From that light will be goes. So there you can be observe the path of light here. Why it is making that path of light? Because here we have the colloidal particles are there, so that the rearrangement of the intensity of that light rearrangement, and you can be see this path of light can be observed within this solution. That is which solution here? Colloidal solution, or colloidal particles are there. Because of that we are seeing the path of light, right? So this colloidal solution is not there, we cannot be see the path of light. Whether that light is passing or not, it is passing, but we are not seeing the path, isn't it? So when we can see the path of light, there is requirement of colloidal solution that is observed by the Tyndall, and the process is called as a Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect, right? So here also we can be observed which one it is. This just in the presence of these, in the presence of colloidal particles, we can observe that path of light, which is observed by Tyndall, John Tyndall. So because of his name itself, this process of identification of path of light in the presence of colloidal particles is called as a Tyndall effect, right? And what is a scattering? So scattering is spreading of light in the presence of the particles in any medium. Because of that, the spreading of light can be takes place, right? So the particles may be larger particles or smaller particles. Larger particles are dust particles or water molecules or dew, anything that is large. But smaller particles are air particles like hydrogen, nitrogen, which are present in the atmosphere, which makes the redistribution or spreading of light in all directions, makes the scattering can be takes place. And due to that, the intensity of light can be decreases. Right? So scattering of light, for that examples you can write formation of rainbow. Rainbow formation is due to the scattering. And also I explained that is why sky looks blue, and why we can be observed the sky will be reddish during rises and sun setting. Sunrises and sun setting, the sky looks like a reddish. In all these cases, due to the scattering of light only. One word you have tried, scattering of light, makes the sky will be looks blue, or oceans also looks blue, and also during the setting and rises of sun is also makes that sky looks reddish. All these phenomena are because of scattering of light, right? And another one, the observation or live example also we can be see why that traffic lights made danger for red color, danger for reddish color or red color. So have you observed on traffic, in order to stop your vehicle, the red color will be just it is on and you need to stop. Why not other colors? Why only red to make that vehicles to be get stopped? Because of there is one important observation is there, that is nothing but scattering of light is takes place. In order to see the colors, so here you can have light, that will be if you are having here, this is a red, okay, let it be, next one is it is a green, okay, VIB, right, blue. So red, green, blue, we are having these colors, and they can be having the light, they are traveling here in the atmosphere. We can be having the particles are exist, both small particles as well as larger particles are exist, and here the more amount of the intensity of light, because of the blue spreading, the spreading of light, blue color can be takes place more and more within small distance traveled by the light itself. the intensity of light will be decreases sharply. The intensity of light is decreases sharply up to here itself. It will be gone, right? So up to here itself, the intensity of light will be completed. So this is what it is, a spreading of which color it is? Blue color. Here green color is also spreading, but the intensity will be decreases, but it can be go up to some more distance compared to this blue. It can be go more distance compared to blue. So up to here it can be travel. Right? Here also we are getting the scattering of light, spreading the blue color. Here spreading the green color. Here spreading the red color. So the spreading of red color also takes place. But here the intensity of light is decreasing with a increasing or with a large distance are covered. It can be move up to the larger distances because the intensity of light will be decreases very less. So here red color will be spreading so that the intensity of light will be more, it can be existing for the light so that it can be travel longer distance. Okay, so here if a person is there, so here the person is coming from long distances and here you can be having these colors are as a signals. This is one color, this is another color. We are having the signals like this. So which color can be seen first by identified by the person? So definitely he can be see this color, right? Compared to these two colors, he can be see this color first. That means where the danger is there, where he has to stop, he can be see that light with the long distances itself. If he come the up to here, he can be see the green and also blue. But the larger distances also spread by the red color. Red color can be moves up to the longer distances so that we can be having the red color is used for the stopping, for danger. Wherever you can be having the danger or stopping cases, there you can be having the red color can be placed, right? So with this natural resources or natural sources or whatever can be having the topics in your light, that is scattering of light can be completed, right? It is somewhat theoretical. The topic is theoretical and just refer your text. Anything is left, just remind me, check your text book from starting of this chapter to ending of the chapter. Okay, check every page and every paragraph. Wherever anything is we are not discussed, you just make intimate or you take a photograph of that page and send to me. We'll discuss that part also, right? And you send the questions which are there in the exercise of this light topic. I'll make solutions and I'll send to you, then you practice those, right? So with this our topic made completed. Be thorough, you practice all the topics till now what we covered starting of this chapter, that is a light chapter. Reflection at plane surfaces, curved surfaces, concave mirror, convex mirror, right? Difference between the mirrors, mirror equation, sign conventions, magnification, types of magnifications, right? Power, units of power, right? And next we started after that refraction, laws of refraction, laws of reflection, types of reflections, refractive index, refractive index, Snell's law, right? So all these you just refer the total topic what we covered this light topic. Okay, anything anywhere you want explain one more time, you tell, we'll do that part again. Otherwise you see the videos which one you required one more time. Otherwise I can also explain if you need, and we'll make a test tomorrow. Okay, I'll give the question paper and the syllabus is we can what we discussed before this, that is a refraction, right? Up to lenses we made in the previous test, and in this we can be see or we'll discuss or what we discussed after the lenses, that is refraction at prisms, refraction through the prisms, right? Refraction through the prism. Okay, there you can have the definition of prism and prism formula, and for thin prisms what is the refractive index equation, and for which color can be deviates more, that is the dispersion of light, isn't it? Dispersion of light we discussed. Dispersion of light, their angular dispersion, dispersive power, and their equations, and depending factors. Then we discuss scattering of light, right? So that is refraction through prisms, dispersion, and scattering of light. So these three topics, on these you can have a test tomorrow, right? Prepare and write well. We'll see in the next video.